Hello everybody, how are you today? Hope you're really well. It's Yasmin Boland here, ready to talk to you about whatever you want to talk about. I'm actually just taking a quick look at the chart for right now because there is some very interesting astrology going on, as you may or may not know already. Good morning, Sally. Good morning, Sheila. Good morning, Susan. Hello, Vicky. Isina. Oh, that's a nice name. It's like a goddess name. I've got my fake eyelashes filter on. These are not my... I don't know how to... I can't put on fake eyelashes. Who out there knows how to put on fake eyelashes? I sure as heck don't. I've tried. When I go on my shoots with Hay House, I'm lucky enough to get all makeup and false eyelashes and God knows what else if I ask for them. And I always think that looks easy enough the way she does it. And I go home, and last time actually the lovely makeup artist Lucy Pratchett even gave me some eyelashes and glue to take home, and I tried it home and I ended up with like eyelashes all over my face basically, and then some that were on my eyes and I didn't even realize until they came off. Vicky Edmond says, beautiful chanting this morning. Thank you. Wasn't it just? Wasn't it just? We did something different today in chanting, which is free for everybody. We did just 5 minutes of Maha Kali, to the great Mother Kali, and then I don't know why, I always follow my feelings, and I just got this feeling, let's do a bit of Edo and Joe, E-D-O and Joe, J-O. If you look them up, Edo and Joe, and so we listened to their Om Namo Narayani, which means I surrender to the divine. And that was good for me. I'm writing my new manifesting cards, which is very exciting, my new Moonology cards. And I surrendered them to the divine. I surrendered a few other things to the divine. We might do it again tomorrow. So if you want to join us, 10:30 a.m. We might do it 3 days. Takes a bit of time to work up to really surrendering. So, you know, have a think today. What would I like to surrender to the divine? What do I need help with that I'm willing to just hand over to the divine? It's quite difficult to surrender. It doesn't come easy at all. I am going to write the story of my journeys to India, where I learned everything I pretty much know about meditation, mantras and chanting. Actually, I learned a bit about meditation in Australia as well. But, you know, I learned about surrender at the ashram in India that I'm always talking about. And I've actually just found Louisa Deci, who helps people with memoir writing. And I thought, you know what, I might even do her course. And that will help me get this book written, because I want to do it. Right now I'm writing the Moonology Manifesting cards. After that, I'm doing the diary for 2023, I think. Pretty sure it's 2023. And then I'm going to have summer. Then we're going to launch some stuff. So I'm not sure. I might end up writing the book about meditation and mantra and my journeys in India next year. I really want to tell it. Vicky says she'd love to hear it. I would love to tell it. I don't have many stories in my life that I want to write about, my own personal experience, but this one I really feel strongly. In fact, I felt for quite a long time it should be my next book, but I've got all these other ideas which are way more done. So I keep putting those out. That was the same with the Mercury retrograde book, and now I've actually just given another book to Hay House, which is something I had written, which I was going to just launch myself quietly as an ebook, not, you know, secretly, but just, you know, not make a big fanfare out of it. But I thought, you know what, Hay House make everything better, so why don't I ask them? Anyway, enough about me and all that. I would like to talk to you about what is going on in the stars right now, because it's big. And if you have any questions, I can't do people's charts. I I can't do people's charts because it's just not possible. I do them on my radio show like I did yesterday. But I would be very happy to answer any questions I can in the comments that don't require me to cast your chart. So it's a big, big week this week. For a start, tomorrow night UK time, so probably about 35 hours from now. Thank you for the stars, Joe. About 35 hours from now, we get the Saturn-Uranus square, the February Saturn-Uranus square. There are 3 of them this year. And yeah, it's a big deal. It's a big deal because it's one of the main themes of 2021. And effectively, what it suggests is that it's time to break free of any limiting beliefs, limiting thoughts, limiting relationships, limiting structures, limiting situations. You know, like it's time to really break through. Oh, thank you, Shakayla. People are giving me stars. That's wonderful. So, you know, it's a really, really big deal. Sally Jenkins Jones says she heard that Saturn Uranus is messing people's sleep cycles. Well, that's highly likely. I mean, I know mine are messed up, although I did actually get 7 hours and 55 minutes sleep last night, which is kind of a record for me for the past, I don't know, 3 or 4 months. But apparently it wouldn't be surprising because what you've got is you've got Saturn. On the one hand, you've got Saturn, the planet of concrete, and it's always been done like this, and you will behave. That's Saturn, okay? And then you've got Uranus, which is the planet of change, and everything can be different and everything can modernize. No, says Saturn. Everything must stay the same. No, says Uranus. Let's evolve. So as you can imagine, it's kind of that energy. Sorry for the puppet show, but it's about the only way I could easily describe it. So, you know, that's what we're going through now. Sharon says something is wrong in the universe now. Or maybe everything's right, you know. Maybe we need all this crap we're going through, you know. Like, obviously, the people who have actually contracted COVID and passed away as a result of it, that doesn't seem right. That seems extremely wrong. But for those of us who are lucky enough to be living through it and just, you know, getting there, maybe we needed this time. I know I needed this time, actually. I really needed this time. So nobody's asking me any questions. So you like the puppet show? Kind of stupid, but thank you. I mean, sometimes you just have to do it. There is actually this thing called Astrology Alive, I think it's called, and I'm not even sure if they do it anymore, but it used to be you'd go and you'd actually act out the planets. So, you know, this is Saturn, I say the way things are and you will not have anything to say about it. Whereas Uranus goes, ha, I won't listen to you or anyone. I'm doing things my way. So you've got these clashing energies, you know. So think about how that can be in your life. You know, it can be, you know, I've been in this job for 20 years and secretly I know I need to evolve, and wham, along comes Uranus and suddenly you're evolving, ready or not. Or, you know, I've been feeling stuck in this relationship for 20 years and along comes Uranus and bam, suddenly you're free, ready or not. It's kind of that kind of energy. Joe says, what's the biggest tip for Scorpio rising right now? Well, it's really hard to give a tip, you know, like this without seeing your actual chart. But we know that Scorpio rising people have the planet of chaos, Uranus, in their love zone. So, you know, you have to look at which relationships are making you crazy that you need to kind of sort out, I would say. Monique, feels like my husband and I. Well, go and have a good talk to him because, you know, Saturn is actually also the planet of being a grown-up, being mature, being congruent, and, you know, counseling. It's actually the planet of experts in counseling. So maybe you could use some counseling. Someone's asking, does your moon sign impact Moonology? Not really, not per se. In Moonology, this is what I'm talking about today is astrology, but in Moonology, you basically can take out every planet and luminary out of your chart. We really just work through the houses, which is what we do in our Written in the Stars workshops every month for the different rising signs. And this month it's going to be Taurus rising. And it's what we're going to do in the Moonology Manifesting Challenge, by the way, which I haven't mentioned. We have, I think, over 1,000 people have signed up for the Moonology Manifesting Challenge, and you're all waiting to be allowed into the Facebook group, and we will be allowing you in ASAP. We actually have my team meeting on a Tuesday, so we're just going to make sure everything's ready to go in there, you know, because we're going to have some resources in there. If you haven't heard about it, the Moonology Manifesting Challenge is a 7-day challenge that we're doing. It's the first time we're doing it like that. We may in the future make it a 14-day challenge, and then after that I think we might make it a 30-day challenge, but we're starting small, see what people will think, feedback we get, and it's going to be basically teaching you how to go from the third quarter moon, which is on around May the 7th, the third quarter moon energy to the new moon. So we'll be using that 1/4 of the waning cycle, of the lunar cycle. It's half the waning cycle. Just that quarter, those 7 days to let it all go and then replace it and then make our wishes. And that is free, Free. My team thought we should charge for it, God bless their cotton socks, but I said, you know what, we could always charge for the next one, but this one, it's the first time, let's just get it right. Let's just see how we do with it. Is it going to be any good? Jessica says, could I try the challenge? Yes, everybody can try the challenge. You just have to click the link above or to the side or below, depending on what you're watching on. And yes, if you're on my newsletter, you would have got an invitation to it from my newsletters. Oh, thank you, Adele. Gosh, Sun, Moon and Stars, next catch up I think will be in about 5 days. I'm not quite sure. It should be on the Facebook events. That's for my members. Oh no, don't say the link doesn't work again. Now, what have I done? Honestly, I need my head read sometimes. Let's have a look. So annoying. There's no way to test it until it's live either. Here, let me see. No, it's not working. What the heck? I don't understand. That should work. Facebook just is annoying sometimes. You know what? It's literally, they just don't like short links. So let me put in the long link. Facebook is also annoying because I love Facebook. Like, honestly, when people say they're quitting Facebook, I'm like, no, don't quit Facebook. I love Facebook. But for one thing, they call astrologers astrologists. Doesn't matter how many times I write to them. Okay, that link is now working. They call astrologers astrologists. They won't verify me, which is really annoying because I've got, you know, like across my 2 Facebook pages and the Facebook group, I don't know, there's probably like 100,000 people. So apparently that's not enough to get verified. And they don't like short links anymore. So I love Facebook. I am the world's biggest Facebook fan, but come on, Facebook, verify me, please. We're still getting more crazy people pretending to be me and charging people. I can't believe anybody falls for it, but they do. Anyway, where's Olivier? Olivier's downstairs. Yes, Olivier, you should be checking my links. You know my links are dodgy this week. And guess why they're dodgy? Because we're coming to the end of the Mercury retrograde cycle. Yay! So that is going to end. Are you ready? It's going to end on February the 21st, which is Sunday. So basically, between now and Sunday, we've got the winding down of Mercury retrograde. And that is going to be kind of interesting because remember that all these retrograde cycles, or even when a planet changes signs, they are more powerful at the beginning and the end of the cycle. So on Sunday, we get the end of the cycle. So if you've been putting something off to do with Mercury retrograde, yeah, it's been really annoying. And of course, as someone just said there, it's been extra annoying because it's been in the sign of Aquarius. And what is the sign of Aquarius? It's not the annoying sign. It's not more annoying because it's in Aquarius because Aquarius is annoying. It's more annoying because Aquarius is the sign of technology. So that's why technology has been going crazy. That's why every day I put a link to the Moonology Manifesting challenge on this thing, and it doesn't work, and I have to change it live on Facebook. So there you go. Debbie Charles, is it best to wait until the shadow phase is over? Yes, ideally, yes, ideally. That said, you know, for example, we've launched the first Moonology Manifesting challenge under Mercury retrograde, and we did launch it at a good time. Like, we checked the stars and we checked the moon and all that for when we actually sent out that first email and put it on Facebook. But the fact that Mercury is retrograde isn't actually an issue with something like that, because apart from the fact, yes, it might be a bit annoying, there will be annoyances, frustrations, miscommunications. Yeah, there might be a bit of that. But guess what? We have worked so hard on putting this challenge together. We definitely want to run it, you know, maybe 2, if not 3 times a year, because basically what it is, it's a way of kind of getting people to realize it's not just the wishes that we make on new moon day. Okay, it's actually the whole process, but at the very least, it's really important to do the last week of the lunar cycle before you do your wishes. So I would like to keep doing it. And anything you start when Mercury is retrograde, well, guess what? It's actually slightly more likely to repeat. So in this case, that's quite a good thing, because we want to repeat the challenge in the future because we've worked so hard on it. But like I said, I would like to extend it from 7 to 14 days next time, which will be from the full moon to the new moon. And then eventually I'd like to do a month-long challenge. I don't know if that's too long for people, but I think if we just do it twice a year, that'd be enough. Because what I really want to do is I want to show people how this stuff actually works, but there it is a little bit more complicated than just making new moon wishes on new moon day. Like, if you do the work in the lead up, you get even more amazing results. I also just want to take a moment to show you a bit of jewelry that someone sent me as a present, and I did put it on Instagram for her, but I thought I'd show it here as well. Look at this. She just literally sent me this. It says a kind of magic. She's a Queen fan, and I don't know if you can see it very well. Can you see it? It's really cute. It's got a crown and a heart. And that is from Piper Elliott Designs on Etsy. So if you are a Queen fan, or you have a Queen fan in your life who you think might enjoy some Queen jewelry, I like Queen. I actually was not really into Queen until I met my husband, and he loves Queen, and now my son loves Queen, and we always do our long trips around France in the car, and we always get a few Queen songs on the radio, like dun, 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 you know, all those. So I'm being so daggy today, aren't I? I'm doing puppet shows, I'm playing Queen, scaring away all the... Anyway, it doesn't matter, whatever. So should we finish with a card? Maybe I can redeem myself with a card. What do you think? All right, let's see. We have the cards. We have the cards. Who is ready for a question? I'm glad I'm getting lots of laughing faces, which is good. People are not taking me too seriously. Oh, Lisa says she loves my energy today. Well, you know what? I had 7 hours and 55 minutes sleep. All right, I have a card. Hope it's a good card. Oh dear. Keep getting this card. Sometimes I get it when I'm not asking for myself, and sometimes I get it when I am asking for myself. Are you ready? Now, question from Lorna. How will I know my self-worth has reached required levels to manifest my dream? That's such a funny question. And I'd love to know, are you Capricorn or Virgo? That's such a Capricorn or Virgo question. You'll know. All right, here we go. Oh. A fiery climax approaches. So, let's see. what it says here. It's a full moon in Aries, isn't it? Yes, full moon in Aries. Goodness me. From my beautiful Moonology cards. So, it's time to see if you've been a little bit too much me. There's a tug of war going on between what you want and what someone else wants, but you'll have to wait a little while to see what's going to happen next. As you wait, ask yourself if you've been handling the situation as sensitively as you might have done. If you know you deep down you've been a little rash or harsh, gone too fast or overstepped the mark, then accept that on some level you've created the situation, which means you can create your way out of it too. Ooh. When this card comes up, a peak is coming and it could be fiery. If you're in a tense situation, meditate your way to peace. And you need to have more fun. Well, I definitely agree that I need to have more fun. But we are in hard lockdown. I know all you poor Melbourne people are in 5 days of hard lockdown. Well, we're in we've been in hard lockdown for 6 out of the last 12 months. Yeah, look, you know, actually that's a very good point, Joe. Fiery climax coming could definitely be Saturn square Uranus. That's for sure. So there we go. All right, well, I'm going to leave it there. Someone's saying that they're in Australia and so the Moonology Manifesting Challenge will be taking place late in the day. Yeah, look, it's really hard. I don't know. I mean, it's going to be the same time as these. So for the week we're doing that, we won't be doing these. We'll be doing the challenge, so you might as well sign up. I mean, you know, it's 3 a.m. in Los Angeles right now. So how do you think they feel? They feel really like, meh, completely forgetting about us. But, you'll get a replay. You'll get a replay and it's free. So, you know, you only stand to gain. All right. Lots and lots and lots and lots of love. And I will see you tomorrow, hopefully with more sleep. Mwah, mwah, mwah.